Hi everyone. Today I want to show you a tutorial about how to make a Juno 60 emulation with Serum. So let's start. First of all, you want to turn on all those boxes, and for the sub, we want to check the square wave, and we want to lower the octave one octave down. Okay. For the noise, I want to choose a analog J60, and then for now I want to lower the volume just because okay. And then yeah, I want all those knobs to be set to 0 because it's supposed to be that way. And then I want to change the waveform of oscillator B, and I want to keep only the square. Okay, so for that I remove all except selected. I also want to flip to the opposite direction, so it should look like this. Okay, and yeah, I want to change the shape. I want it straight. I don't want it curved by default. So when you will be designing sounds with this emulation, I mean you can curve it like that if you want, but never like that. Okay, so here the Juno 60 uses minimum of 1 milliseconds and 2 milliseconds for the release. So okay, I want to yeah just change the envelope just a little bit like that, and then here in oscillator B, I want to choose a warp. I want the PWM like this one, yeah, and then I want to assign the envelope to that knob, and then we want to basically copy the warp to WT pose. Okay, so for that we go to menu um, and render to oscillator B warp. So now it's copied here, and we should get this shape. Okay, so we don't need this warp anymore, so we can turn it off and then remove all modulators, and instead we route the envelope 2 to WT here. Okay, and then now we want to change the filter to low 24 like this, and then we check those boxes. Then I want to lower the cutoff and resonance all the way down at 0, and then I want to assign envelope 2 to cutoff. Okay, so and maybe we can try and see how it sounds. Okay, so see something is wrong here. We don't want this we want the middle line to stay in place. We don't want to warp and start from here, you know. So for that we make some changes. So I'm gonna show you just a few frames, um, and then yeah, I want this middle line to stay. So this is what you do. You just select this rectangle, and then yeah, it does the job. Nope, no, just just yeah, 10, and then you keep going, all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat just for the sake of this tutorial because I want to save some time. So I made a wavetable earlier, a finished wavetable. So when you're done making the changes, you should end up with that triangle in the middle. So before, the top of that triangle was in this corner, and now it's in the middle, like that. So now if we play, see, only that end here moves. That's what we want. So okay, next we want to go to the FX because we need to simulate the HPF filter, and for that we want to use a low EQ 12. I tried all of them. I mean, I tried every filters, and this one is what simulates the HPF the best, and it does a pretty good job. So yeah, you want to lower the cutoff, and then we want to assign micro 3 to the cutoff, and then also the drive, because if I move the drive all the way up, then I lose volume, so I need to compensate with the drive. Okay, and I want to rename that knob HPF, like so. So here we go. Let me check something. Yeah, that's good. All right. So now let's see what it does. See? Beautiful. So next, we want to connect the LFO one to the warp. I mean the WT of oscillator B, like so. And then I want to change. I want to inject the BPM. It should be in Hertz. Okay. And then by default, I want to use 3.1. And then just to be a little artistic, I want to change that. Oh shoot, that's not my my keyboard here. Here we go. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, so let's see what it does. First, I need to do some cleanup, and for that, I'm going to sort by destination. Okay, and then I want to create a macro 2. Yep. And then as you can see, I'm also moving this fader all the way down at 0, and I'm going to explain why. Because, well, okay, so it's basically because in the Juno 60 you have a switch in the DCL to select envelope 2 or LFO as a modulation source. Okay, so here in that tutorial, I'm uh, I'm moving those sliders manually, but um, I mean, with your DAW and MIDI controller, you can easily make a switch button. So when you would push that button, it would you would put the envelope at 0 and the LFO one at 100%, and in reverse. You know, just in 1 second. But anyway, so let's see what the difference. So we already tried this position. That's what it does. All right, and then let's try the other one. See? Okay. Um, Next, I need to also connect the LFO to the cutoff, and this time, oh, what's going on? Hey, can change here, like that. Okay, and then I want to choose 44. Okay, so this time this is what it does. See, it's moving. It's basically simulating the filter, the VCF modulation. So that's something you can use to create sounds. But by default, I want it to be set at 0. Okay. All right. And okay, next, I want to create a macro 4 to control the intensity of the filter. Okay. So I want to rename micro 4 env. Okay. Then let's see what it does. Now you're really starting to get that Juno 60 feel. I mean, I think you do think whatever you want, but I like it the way it sounds. Um, then let's see. I need to add a few more things. Okay, so I need LFO one here. Then choose a value of 9, and I want bipolar. I'm starting to turn bipolar with yeah, it's getting a little confusing, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's pretty good. Here you go. Oh yeah, yeah, we want to control the master tuning, and yeah, this is going to be our um, LFO PWM. Um, and then let's check it out. Let's see what it does. Ooh, ah, see, maybe. Just playing. Yeah, it's not here. I mean, we're using the gate mode, so if we are not using envelope one, we don't hear much changes. Well, actually, there is a way, but if you have to, yeah, you have to set the cutoff a little lower. No, see, see, in that case, the envelope two makes a difference because the cutoff is down. I mean, it's lower. But if I move the cutoff higher, I don't see. See, see, I'm moving the attack, but it's not. We don't hear any difference, and it is it is the it is how the Juno works actually. So anyway, um, so I put all those values back by default. Here we go. Then yeah, I want this at 0 and this at 0. Okay. Yeah. Then Yeah, this. Oh, no, no, I don't want that one. I want I want to add this last parameter. Um, I don't remember exactly what it does, but I remember that it does something important. So just do it. Okay. So just for fun, maybe we can use some chorus. Just having fun because we're pretty much done. But I want to show you. Um, let's try that. So, um, the Juno 60 uses only six voices, so let's change that value here in the bottom right. And also, was what I was going to say that if you want, you can, and you're welcome to use the portamento. Okay, depends on the sound you're making, but yeah, I want to work a little bit on the envelope. This one is good, but the envelope one is not. So same. I want this to be straight, but as I said earlier, I mean, you're welcome to change the shape like this, but never like that because the Juno 60 doesn't do that. Okay, and then I also want the curve to match envelope two. Okay, and I want to change those values too. So in term of values, the Juno 60 ranges for the envelope um, are for the attack 1 milliseconds to 3 seconds. The decay goes from 2 milliseconds to 12 seconds. Sustain 0 to 100%, and release 2 milliseconds to 12 seconds, just like the decay. Same for envelope uh, one. So the the Juno 60 uses a switch to to switch from gate mode to envelope mode, and I couldn't think or find any way to simulate that switch, uh, either with either with my doll or serum. If you come up with an idea, you're welcome to mention it in comments. But anyway, so the game mode, basically it's simulated by the envelope 2 alone. So when you are using the gate mode, you don't touch the envelope 1. And for gate mode, the sustain of envelope 1 needs to be all the way up, so it needs to look like a rectangle like this, just because that's what we call a gate. It's a bridge, you know. um, so yeah, just use envelope 2. But then when you want to switch envelope mode, you would use both envelope 1 and 2. So for example, if I make a sound like this, um, I want I want the attack to match exactly envelope 2. Okay, like that. See, it's aligned. But yeah, so you can, I mean, I noticed that for envelope 1, in this case, only the attack is very important. It depends on the sound you're making for, I mean, in terms of the other parameters, but the attack in envelope mode needs to match envelope 2. Okay, and I would love to find a way to make a switch, but I don't know. I just didn't find any trick to simulate that. So anyway, so the interesting thing is with like in envelope mode, uh, the cutoff doesn't need to be down. I mean, you can be if you use both, um, the cutoff is gonna work in every positions. You remember, like in game mode, I mean, I had to lower my cutoff to here, and it changes with envelope 2. But here in this case, if I use both in envelope mode, it, it doesn't matter. I mean, which position of the cut. Oh, shoot, I don't want to do that. Envelope 2, like that. Yeah. Here we go. So we're finished with that tutorial. One last thing that maybe you want to reset everything by default. 100%, no, 0. And then for this one, 1000, like that. And then by default, I want this to be turned off, this to be all the way up, resonance at 0, every parameters at 0. Um, yeah, and then this, I want I want it that way. And then yeah, I was one last thing. I was going to say that the sliders. I mean, I don't have any more knobs, so what you can do is just create a slider on your MIDI controller, so you can actually you know control this slider anyway. Yeah, here we go. Done. Well, I hope you love this tutorial and have fun. Later in this video, I'm showing you 3 or 4 presets that I made, so you can enjoy it. Thank you.